Welcome to Panther Sports Talk here with UNI head softball coach Ryan Jacobs. Really in the heart of this Missouri Valley Conference schedule, but want to go back a little bit, talk about that non-conference schedule, Road Warriors again, battle tested, and talk about what you saw from your team in that tough non-conference portion of your schedule.
Well, you know, it was always exciting, you know, getting on the road and playing some games and kind of seeing what all the hard work that we've done. You know, see if how it's going to pay off, really. And so we do get tested, traveling every weekend, things like that. But we had to go through some tough things early. Whether it was offensively, we needed to make some adjustments. Pitching, we needed to make some adjustments. I think the one thing that's been there most of the year is our defense. We've played pretty solid defense, and it continues to get better. But those are the things that we're looking to see. What do we need? You know, early in the year, what do we got to do to prepare for that First Valley weekend? And you know, I feel like this year we got tested pretty well.
Talk about where you are in the Missouri Valley Conference right now in that upper half of the division, and just seeing good competition again with your team week in, week out.
Yeah, you know, going on the road the first 2 weekends, you know, that's always a given for us. And I think, you know, being on the road early in the year definitely helps us prepare for that. We know the routine, we know the schedule. It actually gets easier because we're only playing 3 games on the weekend instead of 4 or 5. You know, but the first 2 weeks are really huge for us to get off to a good start. And we always talk about win the series. If you can win the series on the road, you're doing a good job, because it's really tough to win at other people's places. And we know that it's tough for people to come and play us at home. So we need to take care of our business, and we've done that. We've done a great job on Saturdays, picking up the first 2 wins of the series and putting ourselves in a position to sweep. And we haven't done that yet, but we've done a great job of doing what we need to do on the road.
You have a stable of pitchers. Talk about the importance of that depth at that position specifically.
Well, the depth is great. The thing that we're still trying to figure out and work on is consistency part. You know, it might be because we have so many pitchers. I don't know. You know, if 1 or 2 settled in and they were very consistent, I don't know how much work everybody would get. But they've done a great job of working together and just biting off small pieces individually and taking care of what we need them to do in small chunks. You know, and hopefully by the end of the year we're able to do that very consistently in the circle. But all of them do something different. You know, that's the thing that's really unique and nice about them is they all do something a little bit different, and they're all able to step up and give you a great performance at any point.
We'll have more with some of the top performers for the softball team right after this. Stick around for more Panther Sports Talk.